And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. Finds the in route complete. And he'll get it up to the 44. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Colts. He'll look to throw. On target to Jackson. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First carry of the game for the rookie out of Oklahoma. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 39. Searches from the pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Need a conversion, and they're throwing for it. Finds a man, right side. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains. To the air now on 1st and 10. They shot his shot, Brock, but they couldn't connect.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. Devin Lloyd on the tackle. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Jaguars with an extra defensive back out there, 3rd down. Here's a throw. That's caught for the first. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. Fights off the pressure. And he doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Third down from the gun. Has it in close. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No gain for them there, setting up 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
They'll hand it to him again. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. So now from a bit further back, here's 3rd and goal. Now looking to throw. Forced out to his right. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB. And it gave him just enough room to run.
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Now they'll throw out of the gun. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air, so that means you're going to run it and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
One quarter down in this all-AFC South contest. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They are facing second down deep on their own end. Here's the handoff. And he gets him around 6 there. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play. It's a gain of 6, and they only need half of that now on 3rd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Lawrence in the pistol. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's taken down here at the 16-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. Out of the gun, Lawrence. He's trying to lay it in deep along the right sideline. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He's loaded another one up. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars get the game's first points here in the second. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
And the kick is good, and we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now a give left side. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Second and 8. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He completes it in traffic. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that. That's complete to Jackson. Down the
takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
That one splits the uprights. And the Colts tie this game 7-7. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Returning it from the 4. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. Another carry for him. And he works through a lane for a gain up to the 30. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need one more now on 3rd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
He beams one deep right side. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. First time this game they've looked to him. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. Jacksonville in punt formation. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. So no return on that punt. And the Colts will take over. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. The give now out of the shotgun. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Launches one deep downfield. This one will be intercepted. And the Jaguars, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
1st down throw, Lawrence. Buys time, rolling right. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he scores. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars parlay the interception into points. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Returns looking good so far. And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds. the 33 for first down. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. It is caught left side. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. He's going to throw this one. The screen pass falls incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So that brings up second down.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Putting a receiver in motion. Second and 10 now. Cut by Sutton. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Everbank. It's the Colts looking at first and 10. Throwing it again here. This is reeled in by Jackson. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Kid, I was on the field, the young high school quarterback, just last week. And I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other to give him a chance to make a play.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll come up first and 10. Working inside the red zone. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. They'll throw it again. Jump off caught by his back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
From the gun on third down. Into traffic, complete. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1.
You know, I often say there is a fine line between aggressiveness and carelessness. And when you throw into double coverage, Well, it can go either way. That time, a tremendous catch by his receiver on the other end.
Here's a give on 1st and goal. Is in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts earn the chance to tie it before halftime. That one splits the uprights. And the Colts tie things up at 14. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Chooses to bring this one out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. First and 10, it's Lawrence. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now it's Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. Lawrence working from the gun. Chased out to his right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll run here from the gun. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Back-to-back carries here. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset. Probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. On the move, headed right. Now the ball is out. Oh, and they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Here's 2nd and 2. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. They kick the running back in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. The connection made, Travis Etienne. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Jaguar 1st down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms. But it slips through. 2nd down coming up.
I just hate that. I just hate to see that. Everything on the play was done so well. Everybody did their job. But you got to finish. You don't get many chances to make that type of play for your team. You got to come through on that touchdown.
He's on the move. He's going to keep it this time. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st down from the red zone. And this is caught. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take the lead right away in half number 2. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Throwing now off play action. Hits his running back. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
They'll run here on 1st down. Juke the defender. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
First and 10, looking to throw. On target to Jackson. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down. From the red zone now. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts start the second half with some needed points. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
That one splits the uprights. And the Colts tie this game at 21. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Hey, go, go. Go, go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Escapes the pocket. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a quarterback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position and, most importantly, swat that pass away.
Lawrence trying again on 2nd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
3rd and long for him here. Forced out to his right. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the 1st down.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And they're going to take over possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They go play action here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 24. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's all knotted up at 21. Plenty of scoring here as we begin the final quarter. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Still sticking with the passing game. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Second and 10 now. This finds Mitchell complete. Give him 24 on that play. And it'll be first down, Colts.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They are throwing it again. Buys time, rolling right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
This is reeled in by Jackson. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's on the move. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Throwing it again here. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds, a little short of the 10. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be first down, Colts. Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Plowing up the middle. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, I know the temptation is there. If I'm thinking it in the booth, I know that play caller is too. That could have been a chance to be aggressive. Not the case. Go get the first down like they did, and a new set of downs to work with.
First down, and they go right back to it. Scores, touchdown, Indy. The Colts take a fourth-quarter lead. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Colts break that tie and now lead by 7. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, run.
Lawrence working from the gun. Chased out to his right. He can run it. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
First down throw, Lawrence. On the move, headed right. Catch is made down the right sideline. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And that's a Jaguar first down.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got first and 10 from the red zone. Lawrence looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
Well, I think all